sigma r, then this is going to be an minus r. Is that right? That is what is the relationship between the coefficient of polynomial and the root. What we are learning right now is relationship of roots of polynomial and coefficients. Okay, I am aware that I have done it little fast, but it is simple. You first note it down everything in your notebook, and if required I can explain you again by some other method, but it is one and the same only. So just try to copy it, try to understand it. Five x4 plus 3x cube minus 2x square plus 5. Find sigma 1, that is sum of the roots is equal to p of x. Sum of the roots sigma 2, sigma 3, sigma 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sum of product of two roots at a time. Sum of product of three roots at a time. Sum of product of four roots at a time. Right? So now this is not difficult. You will be able to quickly find it out. An, that is A4, is equal to 5. Sigma 1, see sigma 1, when you want to find out, you need to have this coefficient 1. So if you consider this polynomial, maybe in mind, not every time you have to write, but because we are doing it for first time, okay, when we are roots, we are actually equating it to 0, and therefore we don't mind doing this, dividing everything by 5 to make the leading coefficient positive 1. That makes our life little easy. So we can visualize this, and then sigma 1, this is minus, if it is, if first term, that is sigma 1, you have to have minus 3 by 4. Sigma 2, because 2 is even, it is plus, so minus 2 by 5. Sigma 3 minus 0, that is 0. And sigma 4, which is plus 1. So what is actually sigma 4 here? It is product of the roots, all the roots multiplied to each other. What is sigma 1 here? Always what is sigma 1? It is sum of all the roots. It is that easy. There is a chance that you make mistake here as far as the signs are concerned. And there is a chance that you may forget dividing. This has to be 5. Right? So product of the roots is 1. Roots is minus 5. Yes. Question.
So I didn't get how you got sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3, and sigma 4.
Yeah, this polynomial that I have written is actually x minus alpha 1 into x minus alpha 2 into x minus alpha 3 into x minus alpha 4. Once I divide it by 5, there is a leading coefficient which is 1. So now if I really expand this, then it will be x raised to 4 first term. Then what will I get? I will get minus sign because I have to take 3 x's from 4 brackets and one constant from the other. So that constant will come along with minus sign, and therefore it will be alpha 1 plus alpha 2 plus alpha 3 plus alpha 4 times x cube. But this is what we have said is sigma 1 by definition, right? So when I compare the coefficients, I get minus sigma 1 is equal to 3 by 5. Therefore, sigma 1 is equal to minus 3 by 5. When I will try to write down coefficient of x square, what I will have to do is I have to choose x from 2 brackets and constants from 2 brackets. Those two constants will come with negative sign. They will get multiplied to each other, and hence the summation will be positive. And then what will be that summation? Alpha 1 alpha 2 plus alpha 1 alpha 3 plus dot 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 plus alpha 3 alpha 2 at a time. We call this as sigma 2. Therefore, plus sigma 2 is a coefficient of x square. Plus sigma 2 is a coefficient of x square, which is minus 2 by 5. Similarly, coefficient of x. Actually, it is 0. But what we will get here is minus inside bracket alpha 1 alpha 3 dot 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 alpha 2 alpha 3 alpha 4. We call this as sigma 3. Therefore, sigma 3 is equal to minus 0. And what will be constant? Coefficient of x raised to 0, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha 4. All of them will come with negative sign, hence total positive sign. What is this? Product of the roots. We call it as alpha 4 in this case. Alpha 4 is equal to constant plus 1. That is how we got them. Check whether you have understood. We will extensively use this in the next lecture to solve problems. But before that, you go through this lecture content before you attend the next lecture so that we can directly start solving problems on this. That is what is the content of today's lecture.